Well everyone, it's that time of year when the temperatures start to get lower and our utility bills start to get higher. So you can imagine how excited I was when I got a text message that said, Ben, your energy bill is higher than usual. Elon's new heater will slash your heating bill to 0. Try it. And I thought, wait a minute, are we talking about the Elon? The man revolutionizing industries from electric cars to space travel? Has he now found a way to make my heating bill disappear entirely? I thought there's only one way to find out. I'm clicking this link. And it takes me to a website titled Incredible Stories. And what could be more incredible than Elon Musk revealing the secret to heating your home this fall and winter? All while cutting your heating bill to basically 0. It said this hyper-efficient heating technology is how he kept astronauts warm on trips to the International Space Station. Last December, the tech was finally declassified, so we knew we could help millions of people stay warm during the current energy crisis heading into the winter. I could hardly believe it. A secret technology used by astronauts was now available to me. And here it is. Wow. This little device is the secret to bringing down my energy bill. This little device is the key to ending the energy crisis. When our ancestors huddled against the bitter cold dreaming of a brighter future, they saw this. Now the story behind this technology is nothing short of, well, incredible. A few years back, Elon ran into an engineer from the moon mission named Tom Musashi. Ever heard of him? Well, you should. Tom was the one that created the heating technology for NASA. He kept the astronauts from freezing in space. Actually, this is Gary Sinise from the movie Apollo 13. I actually wasn't able to find anything about Tom Musashi, but I'm sure he exists because this article says so. And one night these friends ran into each other at a party. The two found a quiet corner among the party, and after reminiscing and laughing about old memories, the conversation turned serious. Tom had been waiting for his top secret heating technology to be available to the public, and Elon was looking for his next big project to help change the world. And after the drinks and laughs turned serious, they decided they would bring this high-tech heating technology to the public together at a price that literally anyone can afford. And they decided they would call it Alpha Heater. Man, what I would have given to be a fly on the wall at that party, where history was made. Well, their vision became a reality. Elon and his team rushed to get an Alpha Heater prototype done in just a couple of months so they could get this out to as many people as possible as soon as possible. They spent 2021 perfecting Alpha Heater, making it more efficient, more compact, and better at heating. They spent months in a warehouse working hard on developing not just a better prototype, but also something they could manufacture at a large scale so that every American that wanted one could have one. And by March of 2022, Alpha Heater was working even better than they had dreamed, and just in time to get the production up and running to launch all across the United States this winter. And they met their goal of being able to provide Alpha Heater for about $40. Now, if you're still not convinced, listen to what Elon had to say.
The materials we use in Alpha Heater are the best conductors in the world. Normally you have to force electricity into heat, but since our proprietary conductors have the electrons' electricity moving so fast on an atomic level, as soon as they hit the heating plates, they instantly turn to heat since they have carried more energy with them. I know that's confusing, but basically it can heat a whole room for a couple pennies per day on your power bill versus running your central heat, which will cost you hundreds of dollars a month this winter.
Imagine spending only a couple of pennies a day for power. Now, this incredible story was written by Ben Miller, who I've never heard of, but he must be a big deal because I reverse searched his picture and he's on a million different websites. This guy's definitely somebody important. And he wrote that he himself put the Alpha Heater to the test. He said, I can't even tell you how perfect that was. It's very powerful and heats the area all around very quickly, but you can set the temperature exactly where you want it. I put it at 76 degrees and was blown away when it warmed the whole room. Literally all you do is plug it in, press on, and set your desired temperature. Voila! The one in the living room is powerful enough to heat our kitchen too, so in our 1,200 square foot house, just 2 does the job and we don't touch the central heat anymore. So according to this article, you can ditch your central heating and just use 1 or 2 of these bad boys to heat your entire home for pennies. And with it currently being 50% off with a 100% satisfaction guarantee, I couldn't say no. So I said take my money, and then it took me to a new site where it told me I can save up to 30% off my energy bill. Okay, so at first they said 0, then they said pennies, and now they're just saying that they're going to reduce my current bill by 30%. So which is it? Well, I'm going to take Elon at his word, and it better not cost me more than a couple of pennies. So I go to order and it asks me how many I need. Well, I don't know. That Ben guy says he can heat 2 rooms with 1, so I'll just get 1. Then it offered me a coupon for another 10%, and that brought the price down to $44.95. Then at the checkout page, they added Ultra Air heater coverage and a remote upgrade, which brought my total to $62.94. And then with shipping, my total was $77.88. More than I was expecting, but hey, it was cheaper than my heating bill was last month. So I placed the order thinking that this would be a great investment. Well, the wait for it to arrive was unbearable. I would lay awake, consumed by anticipation. This wasn't just any order that I'd placed before, it was the promise of something extraordinary. Top secret astronaut technology, forged in the hidden depths of cutting-edge labs, was on its way to me, and soon it would rest in my frozen, trembling hands. Eventually, it arrived. For a moment, I couldn't breathe. My eyes locked onto it, unable to look away. Its sleek, flawless design was mesmerizing. This wasn't just a product, it was a masterpiece. With hands still trembling, I rushed to plug it in, bracing myself to witness the pinnacle of human ingenuity, the future, ready to unfold before my eyes. I thought, okay, but what's happening on the inside? Apparently it's using the best conductors in the world, so let's see how much energy it's actually using. I bought a power meter on Amazon just for the purpose of testing it. 375 watts, huh? Now, at first I didn't know how remarkable that was, but then I did some math. 350 watts converts to 0.35 kilowatts. So if I run this little guy for 24 hours, that's about 8.4 kilowatts per day, and energy in my area is about 16 cents a kilowatt. That means it would cost me about $1.34 per day. Well, that's more than a couple of pennies like Elon promised, and using only this would put my monthly bill around $40, which is far from zero like I was originally led to believe. Now, some of you are saying, Ben, it's just a stupid, cheap space heater, and you can buy a million others just like it. And I knew that you'd say that, which is why I went onto Amazon and I found the best-selling space heater at a comparable price so I could compare the two and prove you all wrong. Well, it showed up and I tested its power usage as well, and it used 3 times as much energy as the Alpha heater. See? And you thought I got scammed. Elon's Alpha heater is clearly a much more efficient way to heat your home. Well, if it actually can heat your home. So I went to put it to the test. This is my storage room where there are no vents, so it's usually pretty cold. I put up an internal thermometer and I set up the Drio and I started a timer to see how long it would take to get the temperature up to 70 degrees. And I waited for about 14 minutes. Then I let the room cool down, and then I got out the Alpha heater to see if it could beat the Drio. This thing measures in Celsius, so 21 degrees is about 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, prepare to be amazed. You know what else is painful to wait for but should be simple? Seeing a good doctor when you need one. And we have a new sponsor of this channel that I think everyone in our community could benefit from. And best of all, their product works, and making a smart decision about your health will support the channel. The sponsor is ZocDoc. ZocDoc can help you start the year off the right way. It's a free website where you can search and compare high-quality, in-network doctors, choose the right one for your needs, and click to instantly book an appointment. Like getting your skin checked, or seeing the therapist that you've been hoping to work with, or visiting that dentist you've been neglecting. You can also see their actual appointment openings and choose a time that works for you, and click to instantly book a visit. Plus, ZocDoc appointments happen fast, typically within just 24 to 72 hours of booking. You can even score same-day appointments. If you're like me, you move around, you get older, and stuff comes up with your health, and finding the right doctor shouldn't be a source of frustration. It's like having a personal assistant who knows how to navigate all the red tape and get you the care that you need fast. If you're looking to start the new year off with a really smart decision, go to ZocDoc.com/pleasantgreen and find a top-rated doctor near you today. Okay, so after 14 minutes of waiting, the same time it took the Drio to heat up the room to 70, the Alpha heater was only able to get it to 65 degrees. And I let it run for another 15 minutes, and when I came back, the temperature had only increased to 66. Yeah, so the Drio space heater uses a bit more energy, but it's quieter, it doesn't smell like burning metal, and it's ETL listed, which means it meets North American safety standards and won't catch on fire. Plus, it actually heats up a room to 70 degrees. So it brings me no joy to say this, but Tom and Elon, your Alpha heater sucks. Our astronauts really deserved better.
Houston, we have a problem.
And soon I found out that this thing isn't even revolutionary at all. It's been advertised for years as the Cosmo heater, the Cyber heater, and the Toasty heater with the same bogus claims. You can even buy this thing on Amazon for like a third of what I paid for it from all kinds of sellers, and the reviews aren't great. Okay, fine, it's a scam. But who's behind this? When I first ordered, the email said that it was being fulfilled by PowerWattWise.com. So I thought I'd check out their site. and they say that they are empowering you to save energy and money with our innovative products. But they just sell a few random cheap accessories and even laundry supplies. Apparently they're based in Florida, but when I look up that address, it's a UPS store. So I called up the store to see if Power Watt Wise is in that building or nearby.
UPS store, Meter speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, I was looking for a business that says that they're located at this address, but it sounds like this is a UPS store.
This is a UPS store, yeah.
Okay, so if the address says Suite 190, is that like a mailbox, or is that maybe like a room above you?
Suite numbers, if it's 2045 Biscayne Boulevard, and a suite number, unit number, it's probably a mailbox.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is for mailbox 190. Are you able to tell me who that is?
I can't say the details of that, but I can tell you it is a mailbox here.
Yep, they're not going to tell me who set up this mailbox. But whoever it is running multiple businesses, because when I search for this address, there's a ton of companies using it to sell a bunch of the same cheap accessories. How interesting. So I decided to just talk to them and start a chat. And the chat box said, "Hi, this is Crystal White, your chat support for today. Thank you for reaching out. How can I help you today? Can I have your last name and zip code, please?" So I gave it to her and she said, "I can help you today. I see that you have an order for the Ultra Air Heater. A ceramic fan features warm up your room in a snap. You don't have to wait long to feel comfortable in the colder weather." If only. I said, "That's right." I said, "The website where I bought this item says that it was developed by Elon Musk. Is that true?" And she said, "As a customer service, we have limited information on our end. As far as I know, Elon Musk is an endorser." I said, "This website shows him holding it, but that photo is altered from the original photo." And she said, "I apologize, but I'm not sure about the information on site since as far as I know, Elon Musk is an endorser in the blog." I said, "Do you have any information to back up that claim?" "I apologize, but none." I asked, "Are you misleading customers by claiming this product is endorsed by Elon Musk?" She said, "I am not sure, Mr. Ben, as what I have said that Elon Musk is an endorser in the blog. Is there anything else? How would you rate your experience talking to us today?" Okay. I just rated her with a meh. And I do have a return address on my package that's in Florida, and when I look it up, it's a unit in the Dixie Commerce Center. But I can't call the Dixie Commerce Center because it's permanently closed. So someone else must have moved in and they either stink at marketing or they don't want anybody to know that they're there. So I go back to the chat to ask a question about this magical heater. I say, "I am wondering if this is the same product that another site is selling. It's listed here." And this link is to another site promoting this item under the name Cosmo Heater. But what this chat agent doesn't know is that it's a redirect link that I created at grabify.link to grab the IP address when they click on it. And they do click, and I learned that they're not in Florida. They're in the Philippines, even though they claim to be working at that warehouse in Florida. So it sounds like we've got some kind of drop shipping operation going on. Someone in Florida has found a cheap, crappy heater that's made in China and they're selling it to Americans by claiming it's endorsed by Elon Musk. And they're using call centers in the Philippines to handle the customer service. And what's interesting is that right before I filmed this, I got an email from the chat service I was using saying this communication was flagged because of an error in the agent's response to your question. We are unaware of any endorsement from Elon Musk of our product, and the post you shared was not created by nor approved by the company. Okay, then why did you text me telling me to try out Elon's new heater? And why did you make up a story about Elon and Photoshop him holding your product? If this wasn't you, then you must have paid somebody else to market it for you in a very deceptive way. And you're probably not proud of this, which is why you're hiding your identities. In all fairness, a nice chat agent did offer me a partial refund because I said it didn't meet my expectations. You know, the whole heating 2 rooms with 1 device for pennies claim. So I still have this thing, but I doubt I'm going to be using it very much. Anybody want it? I really wanted to start this year off by telling you about how I found the world's best new invention, but it turns out I just found a sleazy company thinking that they could make a couple of bucks off gullible people trying to save some money on their power bill this winter. You never know who you can trust, so make sure you do your research, and when something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll talk to you all later in the next one.